Good day, my beloved. This is Reverend Dr. Pere. I want to talk about growth in the system. There are different types of growth. Women have a tumor, or maybe myoma, which we call fibroid. Men have prostate in their glands, brain tumor. There may be growth in the heart. There may be growth in the liver, pancreas, anywhere there is growth that is disturbing in the system. Very inconvenient, very painful, very unbearable. That's what I want to talk about. Because God has given me grace to produce some medications that work on that. Sometime back, there was somebody that had growth in between his pancreas and his liver. The scan was done and it was brought to me. I looked at it and I gave him the medications I needed to give. And God healed him. Another person was in the gallbladder, and it was bad, very bad. I gave him medications. He said, "Is this thing magic?" It's not magic. They are natural medicines. And they were gone. Somebody had excess weight in the liver. Liver was enlarged. Excess fluid in the liver. I get to know that with my fingers. I have always said my fingers are opposed to my stethoscope. And once I did lie down and I check, I'll see your liver is enlarged. It doesn't have anything to do with spiritualism or spiritism or whatever. It's just pure natural medicine. When the Lord God endows you with anything, you do that special thing that no man can do, or maybe few people can do. And so when I just check, I just get to know. And somebody just left my clinic. She said, "I don't have fibroid." I said, "I get to know when I test you. Lie down." In the upper part of the uterus, there's no fibroid, but there is solid fat. And I wore my gloves and I inserted. And there is growth, fibroid, surrounding the cervix. And that is what will make me to digress into the issue of infertility in women. Now, to a woman that has no fibroid in the uterus, and then deep in the pelvis girdle, down, because every uterus starts from the tip of the cervix into the fallopian tubes, down to the anus and up this way. And so when they look up this way and they find nothing, because of the experience, my life experience of having practiced for more than 26 years, I want to check the hip bone, the pelvis girdle of every woman carries weight. The uterus descends in there. And when it carries weight, you can't know until you check. So I wear gloves and as insert into the body, into the vagina of the woman, I get to know where the fibroid is growing, from the tip of the anus, from the tip of the cervix, in the pelvis girdle, down there. And such ones can be very deceptive because it's not obvious up here, but then it has blocked the entire place that can take semen into the woman for the woman to ever get pregnant. So whatever her husband is doing to her, it's just wasting away, because in there is blocked. Fallopian tubes, the cervix is blocked, fallopian tubes are blocked, the uterus down there is blocked. And until something is done to clear those things, that woman can never get pregnant. I want you to understand that it's not all fibroids that are visible. Some are flabby, some are very tough and rocky. Some are just one major or two. Some are multiple, little, and big ones in between and different types. They could be up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when it is like that, you see the woman suffering. When she's doing her period, she'll be bleeding profusely. And she'll be bringing out tough lumps from her. And then they will say, oh, something is, the enemy have plagued her. No, you have fibroids and you have multiple fibroids. So you can give birth to them as many times as possible, and you see the things still coming up because there are many right inside of you. They need to be dealt with. They need to be cleared off your system. I want you to understand then, that is in women. Now I'll be talking about infertility in women. The next time I come again, I'll talk about it in men. So now I will talk about growth in the system. You could have hernia, you could have appendix, you could have any kind of growth, any kind of tumor, anywhere. You can have growth in the breast. All of them have solution. All of them. There's no problem that does not have solution. It's just for you to stumble or walk into that place where the Lord God has given solution. Now, before I forget, I want to quickly go to growth and lumps in the breast. Such a person will need just this by balm to be rubbing the breast. This is what I've experimented several times. This growth on my forehead was way massive than this, like 4 times this size. It's this balm that I use from time to time, or I use my relaxing lotion. Then I want us to understand that when somebody has growth in the breast, this balm will be the cream for the breast. And then she will drink this tea, morning tea. And then she will drink this tea, wellness tea. And then she will take biolabiters. And then she will take GRDS. She will take BSMPS in case of pains. And if the growth is in the organs, if it's in the brain, you take brain tea. Then you take brain syrup, which is not here. I have it. Brain syrup. If the growth is in the brain, making you feel uncomfortable, compressing your breath, compressing your eyes, your ears, your 5 sense organs. You take brain tea, you take brain syrup, you take wellness tea, you take biolabiters, you take GRDS, BSMPS. You understand me? And then, if you have growth in some other places, you see, take morning tea, you take wellness tea, you take biolabiters, BSMPS, GRDS. All of this work together. I want you to understand, if you have fibroid, then you must add fibroid tea. Fibroid tea. Obviously, most people came for that, and they were like, are you sure it's going to work? As it's a very small thing. And the Lord God helped me. And I gave them all of these things, and they went to take them. And they came back, the fibroid have disappeared. They dissolve. The Lord God has grace. And they were melted. They don't exist anymore. So when we are talking about this, these are things we have practiced, we have experienced with people, and we have outstanding testimonies of those who are hopeless of having children, and the Lord God bless them with children. So when you have all of that, your tubes are blocked, there is tube cleanser that will insert, you do suppository, put it in there, it will dissolve the growth around the cervix and open the way for semen to pass through into the body, for baby to be fertilized. I want to tell you, please reach out to me if you have any of these issues. It's not difficult for God to do. He is faithful. Look at my numbers on the screen as you watch, love, share, and subscribe if you have not, so I can see more of my videos. So until I see you again next time, may the Lord God bless you and bless you abundantly. God be with you.